Here is my Star Wars Squadrons review. I've played the game for about 12-ish hours so far. I will go over everything multiplayer, customization, and story. First, however, I will go over the multiplayer because reasons, and then I will do a spoiler-free section of the campaign and then get into spoilers. So if you don't really care about spoilers, you can watch it all, but in all honesty, the story spoilers are barely anything, so might as well just watch the whole thing. Anyway, multiplayer. It seems a lot of games nowadays are built for multiplayer and then a campaign is built around the existing mechanics that they've made for multiplayer. The most recent games to do this are now the Avengers game and Star Wars Squadrons. The gameplay for multiplayer is infinitely better than the gameplay from the campaign, which is not surprising since the last Star Wars game, multiplayer, Battlefront 2, that had a campaign, the campaign gameplay was terrible compared to multiplayer. My first match, I went like 11-4 and carried my team. It really makes you feel like a good pilot compared to the campaign. If you're good at flying any ships in any games, this multiplayer is going to be great for you. But it's just a lot more fun compared to the campaign. I see myself playing the crap out of multiplayer. I wish there were more game modes, since there are only two, a simple deathmatch mode, 5v5, first team to 30 kills wins, and then a more complicated team-oriented ranked game mode called Fleet Battles. I haven't played this one too much, in fact I've lost all of my matches with it so far. It really seems to be more team-based, and I think with a full group of 5 friends, it could be a hell lot of fun. But the best part of multiplayer is without a doubt the customization. The skin you put on your starfighters are amazing. Pink A-Wings, gold A-Wings, red TIE Interceptors, TIE fighters that were forged in the fires of Mustafar. Like, come on. Like, all that stuff is amazing. Likewise, the things that you can get inside your cockpit. A destroyed Death Star ornament, a hologram of Darth Vader, Chopper, and Thrawn's Star Destroyer, an Ewok bobblehead, a Naboo Starfighter ornament. And the list goes on. I am so excited to grind up points to unlock all of these customization options to really make my starfighter, like, mine. The multiplayer is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was very surprised when I started playing, really. The only really negative is that there's only 2 game modes. The multiplayer is fun, 10 times more fun than the story Star Wars Squadrons has to offer, and honestly, I'm going to be playing this game for a while until I just get bored of it, really. Right after I edit this and upload this, I'm going straight to Star Wars Squadrons to play more Fleet Battles, to unlock points and to rank up my character. Oh yeah, in pilot helmet, you get to customize your own pilot, much more than the campaign in fact. You get to choose their outfits, you get to choose what helmet they have. There's a lot of cool helmets. My favorite one is in episode 4 when Luke Skywalker is training with the droid ball thing. He like puts down his visor on his pilot helmet to like see it, but not like to feel with the Force, and that's a helmet you can unlock for the New Republic. Doesn't make much sense. It's actually quite hilarious. Like, I can see friends like buying this helmet just for the meme and like having you all go around the briefing table before the Fleet Battles match starts and just like have this guy just not be able to see anything. Honestly, the customization is great. I love it. Multiplayer is a ton of fun, and I can't wait to play with a bunch of people. Let's move on to the story for Star Wars Squadrons. If you're still on the fence about buying this game, get it for the multiplayer. There are 14 missions, and around mission 9, I just wanted the story to be over with. So you start your campaign, and you get to design your own character, both for the Empire and New Republic. And when I say design your own character, I mean choose one head from about 8 or so. That's it. With the customization options they have in the multiplayer, I'm really surprised that they only went with just pick a head for your character, and that's it. But anyway, the campaign goes back and forth between the Imperial side of things and the New Republic storyline, and man, I am not a fan of this campaign. Gameplay-wise, it's honestly just a glorified tutorial on how to fly. It recommends you beat the campaign first before heading into multiplayer, which I did, but while playing the multiplayer, you can definitely see who hasn't beat the story yet by the way they're flying. The campaign is just a glorified tutorial. The gameplay is lackluster, frustrating at times. There's multiple missions with the same exact objective, and it's just repeating yourself over and over again for about 10 minutes. And I was honestly only really super into it during the midpoint of the story, mission 8, I believe. That's it. That's the only part of the campaign where I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. Nowhere else did I really feel that way, other than like the first 15 minutes of playing the game. The campaign lets you fly as one of each starfighter, TIE Fighter, TIE Interceptor, TIE Bomber, TIE Reaper, X-Wing, A-Wing, Y-Wing, U-Wing, etc. You get to fly at least one mission as every fighter, so that's when I bring up it's a glorified tutorial because it basically lets you fly each ship to see which one you like. I am more of an interceptor guy. I hated the support ships and will probably never touch those again. But yeah, this isn't really a spoiler, but the story doesn't really feel like a Squadron. You play a prequel mission for both sides that take place shortly after Episode 4, and then you fast travel to post Endor, and you join Vanguard Squadron for the New Republic and Titan Squadron for the Empire. They only talk to you once for both sides. The New Republic twice, actually, but honestly, you can go the entire story without talking to anyone in Titan Squadron. I think the leader, Gray, talks to you like once, but the game works in a VR sense where you can't move your character. You can't walk around the hangar or bridge of a Mon Calamari cruiser or Star Destroyer. You look at things and you press A and your character goes over there. This game was really designed with a VR focus, which I'm not a huge fan of because I don't have VR, I play with controller. So it's kind of like thrown back because this is the first game I've played that's like that. That's more VR focused. But you can't walk around anywhere. And the only way to interact with the squad mate is if you look at them and press A, and your character goes over there to talk to them. And really, none of the characters have personalities. I don't remember any of their names. Only ones I remember is Gray, Shen, and I think Frez or something is the New Republic's Trandoshan. I don't remember anyone else's name. None of them have personalities. They're just bots to me, which, it's a game, of course they're bots, but like, the characters need personality. There isn't any growth for anyone. Your character barely speaks any lines. It's essentially a Call of Duty campaign where the only things you say is like, haha, cool, or like, awesome flying. Like, that's it. Your character has no personality. No one changes. They all just seem poorly written, and the story is written by the same people who wrote Battlefront 2, and when I learned that, I was not surprised. The campaign story is just not good. I don't even want to talk about spoilers anymore because there are barely any to even discuss. The campaign focuses on the New Republic and they try to build a new battleship called the Starhawk, and the Empire is trying to destroy said Starhawk. You go back and forth between Empire and New Republic and you try to destroy the Starhawk. It just all seems pointless in the end. Like, the campaign, Battlefront 2's importance to the story is much more than Star Wars Squadrons. Star Wars Squadrons literally seems pointless, and when you beat the campaign, literally nothing really happened. All you do is learn things. Like, nothing impacts the story of the Star Wars universe at all, whatsoever. The only thing that's added is that there's 2 squadrons, Vanguard and Titan. That's it. No one dies, it's just... They pull the same Chewbacca than the Rise of Skywalker where someone dies and you're like, oh crap, someone's dead, boo-hoo. And then the next mission they come back like 5 minutes later and they're like, oh, okay, tension ruined. Like, it's just, the story isn't good. The gameplay in the story mode is a glorified tutorial, and the characters are terribly written. I don't even know what else to say, but multiplayer good, campaign bad. If you enjoy the campaign, good on you, I'm glad. But for me personally, I was expecting a lot more, and it dragged way too long, and should have focused more on an actual squadron. I want campaigns to be good, like A-level tier campaign storylines for Star Wars. The last Fallen Order was sort of like that. I just want a multiplayer game that has an amazing story, like Call of Duty Black Ops, Halo, all the Halo games. I don't know why every multiplayer game for Star Wars that's had a campaign other than OG Battlefront 2 is crap. Anyway, there's only really 2 or 3 cutscenes where your squadron talks to you, and all of this is just bad. I did not enjoy the campaign as much as I thought I was going to. Okay, I'm going on way too much about the campaign. The game is fun. Not a lot of content. $40 game, of course. The best part is definitely the multiplayer and customization by a long shot. I am probably never going to touch the story ever again, and I will probably only play multiplayer for now on. If the story was great, I would have given Squadrons an 8 out of 10, but right now I'm looking more at a 6.5 out of 10, purely because the story is just a glorified tutorial, the characters are written poorly, and the story itself is just very basic, and I was hoping for a lot more. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be making other videos on Star Wars Squadrons, like best class setup for the X-Wing, TIE Fighter, all that crap. So if you're new, be sure to hit subscribe, keep up to date for all Star Wars content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have the game and bought it, tell me what you think about it down below. Anyway, see you guys later. This is the First Order, signing out.